American independence. In 1773, the British troops won over the French, and Canada became one of the 13 colonies, and Britain wanted to have tax money from that. Another thing also was that in the same year, 1763, George III, the English king, said that now settlers should be west of the Appalachians, so pretty far in the east of the United States of America today. And that already didn't people like, to avoid wars with the Native Americans mostly. In 1764 and 65, there was George Grenville, the Prime Minister of Britain, and he imposed taxes on the United States of America, the later United States of America, so 13 colonies. For example, sugar taxes on molasses, which affected the rum production, or a quartering tax, that means that the people have to give quarter for British soldiers, and the stamp tax on legal documents, newspapers and playing cards. And there was protest against that. Delegates met of 9 colonies in New York, and they said that they don't want to be ordered what taxes to have to be paid without that they're having a say in what taxes are being made. The sentence went, now taxation without a representation. There was protests, and some of the taxes were taken back, but not the tea tax. And then there was, in 73, the Boston Tea Party. And there, Americans disguised as Mohawk Indians went onto the Dartmouth, a ship in Boston Harbor, and threw the tea cargo overboard into the harbor. And the British troops marched in to Boston Harbor. And then the delegates met again, a part of Georgia, and they said that they want to be independent, and they voted for they said that they want to have George Washington as their leader. Then in April 75, British troops seized at Lexington and Carson military assets, and then the war began. At the beginning, Britain had the upper hand, but then they were not really able to lead a war 5,000 kilometers away, and they lost then, and at Yorktown in Virginia in 1781 they surrendered to the troops led by George Washington. In 83, Britain recognized the United States of America as a free country, or independent country, and in 87 the United States of America made their constitution, writing down the main things following them, how they want to be ruling themselves. And in 1789, George Washington became the first president of the United States of America. And already during the war, there was made the Declaration of Independence in 1776, written by Thomas Jefferson. And that starts then with the sentence, so that declares the independence of the 13 colonies. There's then the first sentence: we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equally, and that they are endowed by their Creator with inalienable rights, and that among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. According to World History by Miles Kells on the pages 388 and 389, the positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or with the ones of the entity spoken of.